Hi everyone, it's Guinea Pig Smith, and I'm going to show you how to make your own carefresh bedding with toilet paper. And I'm going to be doing this without using a sink. So you can see I just have my bowl with water in it, and it's pretty warm. Boiling is best, but the hotter it is, the better. I have my toilet paper. I already ripped it into my squares, and my strainer, and my towel. You don't even have to use a towel. If you're using a sink, you can just set the towel down in the sink, pour the water with all the toilet paper or whatever you're using into the towel, pick it up and just smush it so that you dry it somewhat, and then just dry it, like smash it until you get all the water out. So my strainer, my bowl with water, my toilet paper. And you don't have to use toilet paper. You can color it with food coloring or whatever you want to do. I'm just going to be using plain toilet paper. So if I were using a sink, I wouldn't be putting my strainer in here, and I'd just be putting all the toilet paper into the bowl. So I'm going to get that all the paper wet. Then I'm going to smash it, like rip it up. Wasn't a good idea for me to crinkle it into the ball like this. So I'm just gonna keep ripping this. Sorry for any background noises. My guinea pig is running around. So I'm just gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna let it sit for a minute after I rip it up quite a bit. Sorry, my hands are probably in the way. Just keep doing this. I pick up a big part, rip it, rip that, and just kind of keep doing this. And so eventually it will get harder because all the pieces just slip through your fingers. So, hey, this is actually kind of hard to rip. So just kind of keep doing this, and until it gets pretty soggy. And I did make another video on how to make bedding like carefresh with construction paper, but the toilet paper is way softer, but I'm guessing it would cost more because toilet paper tends to be more expensive. It depends on what type you're using. I'm using Ultra Strong right now because I figured it would be better since I'm putting it in water and stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of let that soak for a minute. You can let it soak for however long you want. It doesn't really matter. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my towel ready. And since in my last video I didn't really show my guinea pig that much, in this video at the end I will introduce my guinea pig to everybody, so you guys at least know that my guinea pig is cute. I love my guinea pig. Absolutely love her. She's very, very tame, and she is just a sweetie pie. So here's all the bedding in my strainer, and at this point you would, in the sink, if you were using sink, you wouldn't have the strainer. You put the strainer in the sink and just pour the water through it. But since I'm not using a sink, I'm just going to hold this up with one hand, and I'm going to grab it with the other and crumple it. And if I were doing this in the sink, which I have a couple of times, like that last batch I just showed you in the beginning on the plate was done in the sink. And so you just kind of like round it up into a ball, squeeze as much water as you can, because the more water you squeeze, the faster it's going to dry. The smaller the clump, the more water you can get out. So if you do a ginormous clump of toilet paper, it's probably going to be harder. So, and if you are using like colored paper, you can put colored paper in this to make the toilet paper kind of colored too. Or you can just dye it. You can leave it plain like I am. So, and if you want the carefresh to be even softer, you can just crumple it up like I'm doing right now, and then put it back in the water and repeat all the steps that I just showed you guys. So, and one thing I like about making my own carefresh is that it's in the store it is very, very expensive. And this is cheaper, but and it's really fun to make. I like smushing it around in the bowl, because if you do it 2 times, if you do the process twice, then it's really fun to play with because it's all smushy and I just like rubbing my hands through it. It's very, very soft. So see, I have my carefresh all crumpled up. But if you do the process twice, then these might be smaller. You might not be able to get them as big, but I'm not quite sure. Depends on how you do it. You may do it differently than I am, and you could use colored paper. So I'll just have it in this. I'm just gonna do this for extra dry. And I'm gonna open it up and set it aside so it can dry. So now I'm going to show you guys my guinea pig. Here is my guinea pig. Her name is Nutmeg, since her fur kind of looks like the spice. So she has very, very large feet. And her ears, as you can see, are huge and pink. She is around 8, 9 months old. And she's the best guinea pig I've ever had. I've had rabbits before, and so far she's my favorite pet. So I just love letting her run around my room. Oh, she's making noises. She's probably scared. She likes it when I rub her head. And sometimes she likes it when I rub her ears, her chin, her cheeks. She loves it. Just rub spots where she can't rub. So I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe and leave a comment on, like, if you have a request or any video you like to make. So, and I have subscribed a couple people, and if you subscribe me, I will probably subscribe back. So, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and subscribe. Bye.